Our slogan is participate. Just do it. That's the true essence of decentralization.
Got you. Love and light, everybody. I am here with Wallace with Alpha Token. Is Alpha Token?
Yes.
You simplified as A Token. Tell me a little bit about what is exactly your project and what is its purpose? How do people benefit from what you're creating here?
So this time on the Blockchain Future, that we brought our declaration of Digitin, meaning declaration of the digital citizen. That is a project and the decentralization effort that we would like to bring to the whole universe. That means the human civilization has entered a stage that the big data, artificial intelligence, the big platform has been grabbing our data, which is our very livelihood in the future, that without our permission and also without compensation to its data's owner, which is us. So this is a dangerous trend. So we would like to awaken the whole community to participate in this decentralization effort to build and to preserve our digital freedom and digital democracy. This is a very, very critical moment that in the human history, because the whole society could slip into the despotism, into the control of the monopolized platform, not only to the technology, but also to the usage and the environment of the technology. So we, as a decentralization platform, the Alpha Token, together with our foundation, we would like to provide the means and the weapon that people can really to preserve our individual liberty in the digital society. This is very, very important. So here, I'm not to promote my product or our platform. It is to promote the idea of the digital democracy and provide with everybody the opportunity to use the platform.
What does digital democracy look like? Can you give me an example, like how this looks like?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the example, there are several basic human rights for the whole society, but in the digital society, the human rights is different. For example, what is your asset, right? Your gold, your cash, your money, your bank account. But in a digital society, your asset is primarily your information, because all behavior generates information, and some of them are intentional, like an article or video you make. But most of them are unintentional, like your geolocation or your browsing records.
Okay.
So these data, these information are the digital asset of you, which is the value, the very existence of you in the digital society.
Gotcha.
And if you don't get hold on these information, then you are losing your digital asset, meaning you're losing your livelihood.
And how so? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just like a very big major social network platform just sold out and leaked 50 million people's personal information. That's a very important piece of you. Thinking about identity theft. When your identity, your digital identity is stolen, then you're nothing. You're done. You're terminated. So this is the very existence of us in the future digital society. However, the despotic power that it takes away those information and sold it to the high speeder without your permission and without your consent, and obviously without compensating you, the owner of the information. So what is it? It's deprivation. Exploitation, and people don't necessarily realize that, and even you are realizing that. What can you do? Do you have an alternative?
I mean, if they gave my stuff away, I wouldn't really know. I wouldn't know what to do about it, I guess.
So the internet users are merely the digital dwellers in the digital society. You are not citizen. You are disfranchised. So this is the important thing that at this moment it is very, very critical, because one step further that we are gonna lose our individual liberty and value digitally. That's very, very scary, and no government can stop that, because the despotic power nowadays is no longer the government. It could be institutions, it could be companies, it can even be an individual. So a centralized system that just sucking away your digital content, your digital identity. Ultimately, it is your information. No matter it's intentional or unintentional, it is doing that in a big scale. So big data, artificial intelligence, it's all doing that. And we need to reverse the trend. If we don't, then it's gonna slip into a digital despotism. It is very, very dangerous. Because in the physical world, you're gonna have the Second Amendment. You can bear arms to defend yourself, right? But in the digital world, weapon doesn't work. You need to protect yourself digitally. And what is the direction? The decentralization. So digital democracy, we not only need to have the system, and we need everybody's participation, because in the previous democratization, that we either participate directly or we elect representatives to do that for us. But in the digital society, with the decentralization, with the blockchain technology, there is no need for representation. You can participate directly. That's the idea.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's still coming in slowly for me, and so now I want to know. I mean, there's a lot to grasp, and I probably have to replay this and rewind this how many times for me to. So you gave me the declaration of the Digitson. Which is, you're going to talk about this tomorrow.
Yes, this is the declaration I'm going to announce tomorrow in front of all our decentralization advocates and believers.
Got you. Now, is this related to your project, or is this just like?
This is the agenda that our Alpha Token Foundation, it is wholeheartedly supported, and we are initiating this effort. And this is a decentralized effort, and we need all the people to participate. So our slogan is participate. Just do it. That's the true essence of decentralization.
Got you. What does the ecosystem look like with Alpha Token?
Okay.
And how does this assist? How does the ecosystem function, and how does this benefit the masses?
Okay. So the Alpha Token Foundation, our ecosystem is to build up a decentralized content and information circulation system that we help people to first get hold on our own information. Second, we need to be able to cash out, to value, to trade that information for the value that we're supposed to earn. And third, we need to build up a decentralized infrastructure to have equal and fair participation, to execute and to perform our own rights in the digital society. So value, rights, and our identity. So this is the infrastructure that we are building, and we are welcoming everybody, including the developer, the consumer, the creator, to participate, to join us.
If I were to participate, in Alpha Token, what does that look like for me? Like, what happens? Like, I go and sign up for something. What happens?
Okay, very simple. Just publish any of your digitalizable content through Alpha browser that preserve your ownership and make sure that you can benefit from your own creation or generation, because data not necessarily generated intentionally. Sometimes it's unintentional.
Okay, so for instance, I published this interview, this video. Now it's mine.
Yes.
It's on the blockchain. It says it's mine. It's immutable. You cannot change the fact that it's my content. So meaning that if someone uses this content and I don't agree, or I didn't...
They need to pay you a certain value for consuming your content.
Got it. And you figured out a way, and so your platform then helps me...
That's Alpha Browser and Alpha Publisher.
That's Alpha Browser and Alpha Publisher.
Yes.
Helps me find the people that use my content?
And also find you to realize that content that you create. So people view your content, they need to pay you a certain token that you deserve to earn.
Just for viewing my content?
Yes, yes.
That's crazy!
That's the value of the content.
just to even look at my content. What if I said, okay, you guys can look at it for free? Now I can set that up, or
Yeah, you can set it. It's your choice. So you have the pricing decision. It's your decision to make.
so I can make it. So meaning, okay, so let's say I make a little series on YouTube. I can basically collect the money for people who wants to watch that series
Yes.
directly to me without going through YouTube
Yes.
for them to pay me.
Yes, it's a parallel system. It's an alternative to those centralized systems. So Alpha Browser and the Alpha Token Foundation system, our platform is an alternative, a decentralized platform alternative outside of the centralized internet. So we provide people with the means to get hold on to our own rights.
Your own content. What if I said it, look, okay, I want to get paid for my content, and then nobody wants to pay for my content?
Not today, but not necessarily not tomorrow, right? One day, the value of the content is going to be realized and recognized by the market.
Wouldn't I just rather have people watch my content for free?
You could offer them for free. It's different. 10 years later, your content might worth a lot of money, right? So for now, you can offer for free, but if you lose the control of the content, then no matter how high the value is, it has nothing to do with you anymore.
I see where you're getting at now.
See, so you need to get hold on your content.
I see where you're getting
They
at.
may
I
not
complete
worth
control.
a lot now, but it might worth a lot of later.
So I have complete control of it. So viewership, I get paid for every view
Yes,
directly, and the token is I get paid an alpha token.
yes. And Alpha
you-
token is tradable to any other token. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's free trade.
Are you guys in the exchanges now?
Actually, we can do the exchange ourselves in the token system. Of course, we can be listed on other crypto exchange as well. So it is a very flexible way to do that.
Can I just ask a background story? Like, how did you come up with this idea? Like, how did you download this
Okay.
in the universe?
Me, myself, I'm a IT entrepreneur and I am an economist, and I have been working in the media industry for a long, long time, from the mass media to the social media. It's a long story. So it is the fusion of the value and the decentralization that put me at this position.
It was, and one day it was just like, wait a minute, we can empower, we can give people the,
We need to
control
empower
of
people.
their own content.
This is what we are here for.
I mean, are people constantly going to require new content to consume?
Of course, we always need new content to consume, but we all treasure the good old content. So it's a universe that we appreciate different kinds of content. It takes time, but it's a pivotal point that we need to take action. So just go to our website, atoken.org. Yeah.
atoken.org is where we'll
Yes.
find you. Okay. Thank you so much, Wallace, for taking a minute and
All right.
explaining that to me in layman's terms.
Thank
and the coolest interview we had, man. Isn't that the coolest pod? We had this. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and continue to follow along the journey. I will share it with you when I'm learning as the best that I possibly can. But if you understood that concept, what are your thoughts? Comment below.